deliver $4 billion in scholarships every year. Those D1 scholarships are now guaranteed. Health and well-being services are mandatory. Student athletes get tutoring as well as financial literacy coaching because almost everyone is going pro in something other than sports. The NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes.
People say to me, you always seem to be having a good time. And you know what? You're right.
World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button.
Get $3,000 purchase cash on GMC EV models. Plus, current eligible Costco members receive up to $12.50 purchase allowance.
Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing the way we fix things. Rolled up sleeves, breaking through, growing power to meet growing needs, working to run the world on smarter energy every day, taking power where the grid's never been, then getting up and doing it again. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2025 Buick Envision Sport Touring all-wheel drive for around $339 per month.
Visit your Houston area Cadillac dealer today.
Make changes.
Do something.
Live from the KHOU 11 studios and streaming on KHOU 11 Plus. Your news starts now.
6 seconds, 5 seconds, sharp. He walked, he can't touch it. He can't. 1 second. It's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world.
Oh my goodness. Heartbreak for the Cougs, losing to Florida in a thriller in the Alamo Dome for the national championship. The game going down to the wire, but you saw the Cougs coming up short, unable to get off a final shot for a win. The final score, Florida 65, Houston 63. So disappointing after such a great season. Hello, I'm Len Cannon, along with Mia Gradney, watching all the drama unfold with all those fans at our watch party downtown. Mia, we came up just a little short.
And it was so tough, Len. Talk about a major turn of events. We went from having a massive watch party with the game up here on the big screen, a crowd of about 1,500 people, to a practically now empty Avenida. It's like deja vu in reverse, like watching Saturday, but in reverse, with Florida pulling out the win. And now we're just left here to console one another. I'm joined by a few students who are hanging in there after a difficult loss. Ladies, how are you processing what happened tonight?
Honestly, I'm just trying to take it with my chin. Like, it sucks, like, seeing those last 10 seconds, you're just like praying that something happens, and then nothing happens, and you're just kind of like sitting there in disbelief. But I'm just trying to keep myself calm.
Yeah. And you know, like, we still made it to the championships. Like, it was a close game. Like, all we needed was a 3-pointer, but you know, I'm still repping my team. Like, it's still go Cougs, and it's amazing freshman year. So
absolutely, what a way to mark your freshman year. And how stunned were you gentlemen? I saw you up on your feet tonight cheering. How stunned were you about that finish?
I think it was genuinely heartbreaking. I mean, seeing a team that you root for all season and just coming up short, and not the way you wanted to either. We didn't really get to go out on our own terms, but you take it on the chin. We'll be back next year for sure, and I think that's what you have to take away from the L. I mean, you just have to learn from it and grow from it and do all the things you can to be back next season stronger than ever.
Words of wisdom. Look, I'm a longtime sports fan. I was really confident in the Cougs tonight. I thought we had this one in the bag. Did you feel the same way?
I was go Cougs the whole time, and even like the final seconds, I really thought we had it, but we couldn't capitalize on it. But it happens. It's okay, and I believe that we got it next year. So.
Okay, most important question last. Are you still going to class tomorrow morning?
Well, you see, I don't have class on Tuesdays, so I luckily get to sleep in and mourn the loss.
Yeah. All right. Chins up, everyone. Cougar pride still here. Lynn, I tell you, I thought it was going to be a late night of celebrating victory, but that's okay. All right, let's get now to Maria Aguilera. She was also here tonight. Maria, we promised people it was a packed Plaza.
Yeah, Mia, it was a packed Plaza. People did start leaving. This is the group of UH Cougs that stayed here with me as a Houstonian and UH grad. This was disappointing tonight, guys. I had my pom-poms ready, and I don't need them anymore. But how do we feel? How did we feel after tonight's game? It was so tense. It was stressful. There was oohs, ahs. We had really good moments. There was a lot of ties. How did you feel after this?
I'm gutted, but, with all the anxiety, I'm proud of Coach Sampson and the players, and we're going to be back. We're going to be back.
We're going to be back. You're confident about that?
I'm confident.
Talk to me about what did you feel whenever it got to the last final seconds?
Man, I was just anticipating that we were going to come back and it was going to be another one like Final Four. We were going to make a shot. And I'm sure like if we had 5 more seconds, we definitely would have because our boys played so hard. And it was just crazy because when I thought about how Florida was only leading for 17 seconds before the last minute during the entire game, and then they still managed to win. But we're still so proud of our team, and we were cheering them on, and we showed up still, and we're still proud to be Cougs.
I'm guessing all of y'all watched Saturday's game. Did you think that the last seconds was going to be kind of like Saturday? My voice is almost gone because I was screaming so much on Saturday. I thought we lost, and then all of a sudden, we turned it back around. Did you think that was going to be the case tonight?
For sure. Man, seeing how far the team has come. My freshman year, we were in the Final Four and we lost to Baylor. So the fact that we went to the Natty, my hopes were so high. It's like we come so far. But, we're so proud of the Cougs, and God is still good. So.
Are y'all all going to go to class tomorrow? I just heard Mia asking another group of UH students. Do you have class tomorrow or no?
Yes, I got class 11:30. I still got to be there.
Oh, okay. That's not that early. Yeah. And are we still proud to be Cougs?
Yes, we are. Yeah, go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
Give me a last go Cougs, okay?
Go Cougs!
Yeah.
And listen, we were just talking. None of us were alive the last time that UH made it to a national championship. So this was a big deal for us. For us, we witnessed history. We thought we were going to witness the first time UH was going to win. Of course, they didn't tonight, but it was so close. Now, you guys are telling me that you feel like next year is going to be the year. Did you think that this really set us up for next year? Are other teams going to be scared of UH?
Oh yeah, we got some players coming in. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be good next year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we absolutely will go hard next year. I think this is just lighting a fire under all of UH and all of Houston, which is like supporting our Cougar team.
So all of Houston, we're all still so proud. Again, all of us UH Cougars, we're so proud of the Cougars. Go Cougs. It wasn't the outcome we wanted. But of course, things happen like that sometimes. But now we toss it to Stephen Goen, who is actually on campus at a watch party there with fans as well to see how they're doing after tonight's loss.
Hey there, yeah, there was so much excitement here on campus throughout the night when so many students were gathered here inside the Student Center to watch this game. I mean, the energy, you could just feel it. Take a look at this video from earlier and you will see what I'm talking about. There were hundreds of students gathered here to watch this game, cheering and shouting every single time the Cougs made a point, booing when the other team won't even mention their name. When the other team was scoring a point, they were booing. This is what students were waiting for. They said the excitement has been building for weeks and weeks, and they really thought after beating Duke, over the weekend that this would turn out differently, but they're still celebrating and still proud to be Cougs. Take a listen to some of the excitement we heard throughout the night.
And it is
been such a great experience seeing the basketball team come as far as we have. The energy has been phenomenal.
These past couple weeks and days have been, gradually getting more hype here on campus. Folks have been, rallying for the Cougars, going to San Antonio, going against teams, especially now being in the Final Four.
Overall, the campus is just ignited, and they're just coming together for what's gonna happen tonight.
Now, while they did not see the outcome they wanted here, no one saw the outcome we wanted here in Houston. These students say they are still proud, and they say next year will be the year. We're live on UH campus. Len, back to you.
Stephen, thank you. Oh, man, we wanted it this year. Unfortunately, the script was flipped in this game. Unlike the semifinal, Houston led most of the way tonight into the last couple of minutes. A stretch of turnovers, missed shots, did them in. Let's go to Jason Bristow in San Antonio. Jason, we let this get away. Very uncharacteristic of this team.
Exactly, Len. To your point, 4 turnovers in the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 0 points in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Houston had excelled in late game situations, but not tonight. We are outside the Alamo Dome, but just moments ago, let's show you this video. It is difficult to watch. The Cougars coming off the floor, Juwan Roberts without his shirt on, processing what has just happened. Milos Uzan, hands on his head in disbelief. Players then covering their heads with their towels or jerseys. Emmanuel Sharp, the lethal shooter throughout this season, along with LJ Cryer, number 21, involved in that final play, walking to the locker room, the Houston locker room here at the Alamo Dome, with a blank expression on his face. Obviously, there will be a lot of consoling inside that Houston locker room, in which Zach Tawatari, our colleague, is in there right now, getting reaction from the Cougs on what went wrong in these final minutes. And both you and Mia have mentioned this. This script is completely flipped from what we saw in the national semifinal. Houston, in this game, they led for 30 minutes. 30 minutes and 44 seconds to be exact. Florida led for just 1 minute and 3 seconds. It was very uncharacteristic of a veteran Houston team to do this, and this image I will never forget. As I'm leaving my seat here at the Alamo Dome, a family of Houston fans were leaving their little boy, probably 7, 8 years old, in a Cougs jersey, crying after watching his team fall 65-63. That is the story outside the Alamo Dome for now. Jason Bristol, KHOU 11 News.
So true, Jason. I wanted to cry, but then I had to be on the air, so I couldn't do that. We'll have more Cougs coverage coming up. Thank you, sir. Now let's get to a check of the weather from Chief Meteorologist David Paul. David?
Keep your chin up. Players, coaches, fans, keep your chin up. Fantastic season. Get them next year. Beautiful evening outside. It's been comfortably cool all day. It's a little chilly now. Conroe's dropped down to 45. Sugar Land, you're 49 right now. Hobby's at 59. Bush, Double Nickel, 55. Galveston, you're sitting on 62. It's beautifully cool. Westview, Sunset Boulevard at 59. This is our neighborhood weather network. East College Street at 54 right now. Further out, Energy Corridor, Carriage Walk Lane, you're at 53. Pine Sap Drive at 55 right now. So head on off to bed with a little blanket. And then overnight tonight, in the morning, it's going to be chilly. We're 40s. Hunters Creek, you'll wake up at 47 in the morning. Jacinto City, 48. Dryersdale, 45. Atascocita wakes up at 43. Huntsville, 41. Navasota, 41. I wouldn't be surprised to see Beat Eyes drop down to 39. League City, 48. Galveston, y'all wake up at 57. So a light sweater, a light jacket in the morning, and then we rebound to a beautiful day. Have lunch outside, T-shirt and sunglasses by the afternoon. High goes to 74. This is the beginning of a warm-up. 74 tomorrow, 80 on Wednesday, 85 on Thursday. Here's the thing. We're not going to sweat on Thursday, even though we hit 85. The humidity stays low. That makes it feel good, even though we warm up. We'll look ahead to the weekend forecast. We'll look for our next chance for rain. We'll update the allergy picture when I see you again in a few minutes.
Always love to hear low humidity. David, thank you. Coming up, a high-stakes race taking shape in Houston. Governor Greg Abbott setting an election day to replace the late Congressman Sylvester Turner. We're back in just 60 seconds with the new date, a look at who is going to be running, and what's at stake in this closely closely watched election.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Foundation Support Specialist is now Groundworks. Book your free inspection today.
How did Ella bake her way to the top? It all started with one smart decision. She test drove a certified used truck from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and fit her budget. A Carfax report was the cherry on top. Soon, a pinch of confidence became a truckload of ambition. Cupcakes became customers, customers became regulars. Ella's next great investment? Herself. We're not saying Ford Blue Advantage was her whole recipe to success, but a key ingredient, no doubt.
Tonight we have breaking news on the northwest side. At least one person is taken to the hospital after a shooting off Highway 290 near Fairbanks Road. Matt Doherty on the scene right now. What are you learning, Matt?
Yeah, we're getting very little information this hour, but I'll let you take a look at the scene. This is where it happened. It's in the parking lot of a Bombshells restaurant. It looks like the activity's kind of centered around that tattoo shop over there. A little bit further to the left, we're not going to show it, but there is a white blanket on the ground, and usually that means there is a body underneath it. From what we know, what we have confirmed so far is that two people were shot. A man shot a woman out here and then shot himself. Some of them, or at least one of them, has been taken to Bentop Hospital right now. We do not know what their condition is at this moment, but out here a little bit of a crowd is gathered on this side of the crime scene tape, and there are some people who are crying and holding each other. We're still waiting for some of these officers to come back to us and give us an update on what exactly they think happened and where they're going next in their investigation. Lynn, back to you.
Very difficult news tonight, Matt. Thank you for the update. Now to politics, and Governor Greg Abbott has set a date for a special election to fill the congressional seat that was held by former Mayor Sylvester Turner. It has been vacant since Turner passed away early last month after just 2 months in office. The election now set for November 4th. The deadline for candidates to file is September 3rd. 3 have already declared their candidacy. Former Houston City Councilwoman Amanda Edwards, Isaiah Martin, a former advisor to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and Harris County Attorney Christian Menifee. Another volatile day on Wall Street as Trump threatens more tariffs on China. The Dow drops again and the clock is ticking on a new trade deadline. We have the details next.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KHOU 11 and KHOU 11 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KHOU 11 Plus.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style
and all the things Americans love too. Come on, Bloom.
There are a ton of football matches.
Games, football games. Woo! You ready for some adrenaline?
I was born ready. How high is that?
So high.
Privacy.
Privacy.
Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Sharkitecture.
That is a big hat.
It's American. Of course it's big.
What a vacation.
Don't you mean holiday?
My bad.
We should stop now.
Yeah.
Genesis Medical Group is proud to support the KHOU 11 Turn the Page campaign and help inspire young readers. Drop off new or gently used children's books at a Genesis Medical Group location now through April 18th. Nurture a child's love for learning with books.
Unlimited 1.5% cash back is just the beginning. Cash back 3% on dining, 5% on Chase Travel, and 3% at drugstores. Apply today at chase.com/gounlimited. Start cash backing with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
It was an up and down day on Wall Street after President Trump threatened China with additional tariffs. The Dow Jones falling 349 points, the S&P 500 sliding only about 12 points, the Nasdaq actually finishing up 15 points. China announcing last week it would impose its own 34% tariff on U.S. goods. That is set to go into effect on Thursday. President Trump says if China does not withdraw their tariff by tomorrow, the U.S. will retaliate with additional tariffs on China of 50% starting this Wednesday. All right, back to weather. Another chilly but sunny morning tomorrow, David. It's going to warm up and the humidity stays down.
Well, this is the thing. And we're going to warm mid to late week into the 80s, where the humidity is going to stay lower.
Lovely.
Yeah, 85 and low humidity is a beautiful day in Houston. We love it. Check it out. High temp today did not make it out of the 70s. High was 69. We will take that all day long in April. Last year on this day, we hit 87. Normal is almost 80, so we were 12 degrees below normal today. Record high is 91, set back in 1907. Record low freezing, 1971. It can be anything this time of the year, and this time we're getting a beautiful week. Tree pollen is still up, but it's lower than it has been. In fact, the oak pollen at 309 makes up the bulk of the tree pollen, but that's so much lower than the 1,000, 2,000 pollen granules per cubic meter we were measuring. So today we had a big improvement, but I know allergy sufferers from oak are still kind of hurting. Grass pollen moderate, weed moderate, mold is moderate. Outside right now, it is delightfully cool. Hobby 59, Sugarland 49, Conroe's at 45. There's Galveston hanging on to 62 right now. And across the nation, Texas quiet as a mouse. A little bit of rain and snow on the higher elevations back toward the chimney of Idaho. That rain up and down the East Coast is the remnants of our storm system that came through Saturday. And I wanted to show you and look back a little bit real quickly. These are the tornado warnings issued by National Weather Service offices across the central U.S. This was on Saturday and Sunday. 443 individual tornado warnings issued. On top of that, we had more than 850 severe thunderstorm warnings issued. Most of that activity missed us just to the north. Had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings north and east of Polk in the Livingston area, but that was it for us. And then all that rain resulted in all these flash flood warnings across the middle part of the country, 297 of them. Active spring weather, but so far, at least with that latest system, we missed the bulk of it. Here's the weather map. High pressure, that's the key. It settles right over the top of us. High pressure is sinking air. You need rising air to make clouds, so the sinking air takes the clouds out of the atmosphere, and we get sunshine with a chilly start, then a beautiful sunny afternoon on Tuesday. And then basically we repeat it on Wednesday, warming a little bit in the afternoon, still a cool start, and just a beautiful day on Wednesday with that high pressure in control. Looking at low temperatures for the next 7 days, they stay very comfortably cool. 46 tomorrow morning, 52 Wednesday, 58 Thursday, and then they really don't get much higher than that. Now, these cool low temps will come with highs in the 80s, but because the humidity is low, it allows us to cool off at night, and that keeps it good. Dew point, measure of moisture in the atmosphere. Dew points in the 50s for Houston, and it's very comfortable. We like that. When we're sweaty and uncomfortable in summertime, that's dew points in the 70s, and we get dew points staying in the 50s and low 60s all the way into the first part of next week. So that's good. It'll keep things feeling nice. All right, overnight tonight. Harris County, Aldine 45 in the morning, Cypress 43, Addicks 46, Alameda wakes up at 46, Olcott 47, La Porte 49, Baytown 48. So a light jacket, a light sweater in the morning. Winds will be very calm in the morning. Navasota 41, Brenham 41, Katy 43, Galveston a cool 57 in the morning. And then we rebound nicely. Let's just call it perfect. High of 74 with sunshine, low humidity, light northeast breeze. That's a winner. The extended forecast. Wednesday will go to 80. The humidity stays low. And then Thursday, that 85 comes with a morning low of 58. So it's comfortably cool, low humidity. Friday's beautiful. Saturday and Sunday, the coming weekend is gorgeous. There are no rain chances in our 7-day outlook, even into the first part of next week. So this is one of the most beautiful stretches of springtime weather, or really anytime weather, that Houston gets. Soak it up with a biscuit. Back to you, Len.
We will soak it up on a disappointing night, David. The Cougs losing in a heartbreaking fashion in the Alamo Dome, the game right here on KHOU 11. The Cougs had the final possession with a shot at winning, couldn't get a shot off, losing to Florida 65-63. We have another report from inside the Cougs locker room next.
This portion of the news brought to you by Xfinity 10G, the next generation network.
There's nothing more important than your family and your home. So when you notice signs of foundation problem, it's time to contact Olshan. They'll evaluate your home for free and get you the answers that you need.
Since 1933, Olshan Foundation Solutions has led the way with highly skilled and certified technicians, innovative technologies, and a warranty you can depend on.
Take care of what matters most. Contact Olshan for a free estimate today.
and visit olshanfoundation.com.
Start your day with us on KHOU 11 Plus.
Looking good on this Monday morning.
Stay connected with local news and your weather impact forecast.
We are under a weather impact alert.
Search KHOU 11 on your smart TV. Download KHOU 11 Plus and stream now.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Think Baylor College of Medicine is just a medical school? Think bigger. Bigger is in caring for the most patients in the Texas Medical Center hospitals. As in analyzing genetic code for prevention, earlier diagnosis, and ultra-personalized medicine. Bigger as in improving lives here and beyond. Next time you hear our name, you'll know we're bigger than just a medical school. We are creating tomorrow's medicine today and every day.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
Experience ultimate comfort and support with the Gallery Furniture Cougar Power Reclining Sofa, Love Seat, Recliner, and Sectional available right now at Gallery Furniture. Equipped with power headrest, power footrest, and power lumbar support, the Cougar Series offers full body relaxation at the touch of a button. With premium performance fabrics, each piece is not only stylish but also stain resistant. Buy the Cougar Power Reclining Sofa, Love Seat chair. Gallery Furniture delivers free tonight.
KHOU 11 Sports, sponsored by Xfinity.
March Madness turns into March Sadness for all but one team in the NCAA tournament, and tonight that team is Florida, the Gators, holding off Houston 65-63. Our coverage continues here outside the Alamo Dome. Inside the Alamo Dome, as you can imagine, a distraught Houston locker room. That is where KHOU 11 Zach Tawatari is. Zach, near the locker of forward JoJo Tugler. Here's what JoJo had to say about this crushing defeat.
What do you think went wrong late?
The shots we was getting, the shots they was getting, certain shots we was taking and getting, I don't know. Man, I just got that out of my chest. Gotta get that mother, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My head spinning. Man, bro. Good, right there. Just right there. Just right there, 2 points. Man.
It is tough to listen to. It is tough to watch. That is the story for all but one team in this NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, we see it each and every year. JoJo Tugler fouled out with 5 fouls, contributed 5 points in 16 minutes of action. Kelvin Sampson, Juwan Roberts, and LJ Cryer holding their news conference right now. LJ and Juwan being asked about what it was like to ride this wave throughout this tournament and season and what it means to be a Cougar. Kelvin Sampson said it was simply, this came down to making one play at the end, and Houston could not do that. Again, paraphrasing what Kelvin Sampson has to say. Kelvin Sampson meeting with reporters right now. You also hear the victorious Florida Gators fans. They are excited after winning their 3rd national championship. The other 2 were in 2006 and 2007. Houston, unfortunately, falls to 0-3 in national title games. We are continuing to work this story and hear from the Cougs. We'll have that much later on, I should say, on KHOU 11 Plus. That is the story right now from outside the Alamo Dome. Jason Bristol, KHOU 11 News.
You pointed it out, Jason. It is agonizing. It is so hard to get to a final and to come up just short. Really, really difficult. You can see it on the player's face. Jason, at the Alamo Dome, thank you, sir. We'll be right back.
Crash! Terribly injured. An 18-wheeler wreck can destroy your life, and the cost of recovery is huge.
Hospital and surgery bills? Who pays for all that? The insurance company? Ha! Not without a fight.
A speeding 18-wheeler struck our client. She suffered internal injuries.
We got her $4.8 million.
713-777-4000. Call now. We go hard for the whole enchilada.
Medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering.
Who wants it?
Looking to save on internet and mobile? Get the best of both with Xfinity. Because now you can get Xfinity Internet with unlimited mobile included for $25 a month for the first year. And unlock faster, secure Wi-Fi at home and on the go with Wi-Fi Power Boost. Plus, when you switch from Verizon or AT&T, save over $1,000 in your first year and get a free 5G phone. Switch today and save on internet and mobile. Only with Xfinity.
Leveled concrete, don't settle when it sinks, trust leveled concrete.
Are you noticing cracking or sinking of your foundation, driveway, or walkway? Over time, concrete settles and can become cracked and unlevel. This can lead to more serious issues if left untreated. Call for a free diagnostic inspection and we'll lift, level, and restore your uneven foundation or concrete.
Leveled concrete, don't settle when it sinks, trust leveled concrete, leveledconcrete.com.
My spot, mic drop. My spot, mic drop.
On nights like these, and my willpower's weak, I got a call, so just let it be. I drive these streets.
Visit your Houston area Cadillac dealer today.
Oh, so close. The Cougs could not hold on for their win in their quest for their very first national championship. Fans, however, still very proud of this team. Orko Manna joining us live from San Antonio. Orko, what are fans saying after such a difficult loss?
Yeah, Len, they're telling me that it's just heartbreaking to not win that national championship. But they say to get to this point, it was pretty incredible. It is a little empty right now outside the Alamo Dome. It's been a while since the game ended. And that sign right there in front of the Alamo Dome says it all. National champions, the Florida Gators. Again, a lot of people have left, but the people that are left here are mostly Gators fans. We are seeing some of them walk into this tent here to pick up some merch. But we spoke to Cougs fans minutes after the game ended. Here's what they had to say about this season and the team. Real quick.
I'm about to start crying right now. But it's okay because you know what? They made it to the championship round, and that's all that matters. And go Cougs! We'll be back next year.
I'm sorry, let them ask their question.
I mean, do you guys have a message to the team and to Coach Sampson tonight?
Y'all did great, and we love you. Y'all did great, and we love you. That's all.
Really hard, and y'all should be really proud of yourself. It was a great game. Y'all kicked freaking butt, and y'all made us proud. You really did.
Great team, great season. Keep it up. We'll see you next year. Let's go, Cougs!
I mean, just the amount of love and pride Cougs fans have for that team and for Coach Sampson is pretty incredible. They say even though they did not come out on top today, they are still very proud of this team and looking forward to next season where hopefully the Cougs can win that national title. Reporting live from outside the Alamo Dome here in San Antonio, we're going to send it back to you.
Getting to this point, been so much fun this season. Orko, thank you. David's got another look at your forecast coming up next.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change. Going on vacation?
Oh, yeah. Road tripping with the fam.
All right, we'll stay right there in your car. We'll get you out of here in 10 minutes.
Get out! Just 10 minutes?
Yeah, so you can hurry home and get your family.
Oh, no, they are already in here.
Hi.
Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Great news! It's bonus time. Time to take advantage of the Rooms to Go anniversary sale extension through Monday only. With 0% interest-free financing now until January 2030. Get super low monthly payments on living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids, and patio, and no interest until January 2030. More time, more savings. Just hurry. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale extension ends Monday.
Longer seasons are the new normal, but now there's TXU Energy Ultimate Season Pass. 50% off energy charges during peak winter and summer, plus even more months of automatic savings.
When Texas seasons keep going, so do my savings.
Ultimate Season Pass gives you automatic savings that just keep going.
For more months of more comfort.
Those are Texas-sized savings for Texas-sized seasons.
More than $450. I forgot the chips.
Well, we need the chips. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style
and all the things Americans love too. Come on, Bloom.
There are a ton of football matches.
Games, football games. Woo! You ready for some adrenaline?
I was born ready. How high is that?
So high.
Privacy.
Privacy.
Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Sharkitecture.
That is a big hat.
It's American. Of course it's big.
What a vacation.
Don't you mean holiday?
My bad.
We should stop now.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the most beautiful days in Houston you'll ever see tomorrow. 46 in the morning, 74 in the afternoon. Have lunch outside. Extra long recess, teachers. Just let them play. Just let them go. Get their energy out. And you can do it all week long, teachers. Extra long recess. High of 80 Wednesday, 85 Thursday. Beautiful stretch of weather coming up. Enjoy it. We got to bottle this up for the middle of August, Len.
Yes, we do. Great weather, tough night in sports. Thanks for joining us tonight. We do, by the way, have more Cougs live coverage coming up on KHOU 11 Plus. Download the app on your TV. Watch for free. We'll see you streaming.
Footprints. The footprints of a giant hound. Come see me in my farewell performance as the great Sherlock Holmes, April 4th through May 4th. Tickets at alleytheatre.org.
Continue with us on KHOU 11 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free.